from the Oosterhout Free Library, and it's a very special day. Is on February 26th. Do you know what day it is? I don't know if you've heard this day, but February 26th is Tell a Fairy Tale Day. What a great idea! A special day just to tell fairy tales. Do you like fairy tales? Well, I do. They're always kind of fun. So the one we're going to tell today is a little different. You may or may not have heard this story. It's called Reading Beauty. I'm going to tell you that story in just a minute. Does it sound like a story you might already know? Well, it reminded me of a story called Sleeping Beauty. Do you all know this story? Sleeping Beauty is a princess. There she is. We can tell she's a princess because she has a crown on her head. And where do you think Sleeping Beauty, our princess, lives? Of course, she lives in that great big castle. So, those of you who know the story of Sleeping Beauty know that something happens that makes her fall asleep, and she sleeps and sleeps and sleeps for a very long time until along comes a prince who kisses her. She wakes up, and then she and the prince live happily ever after. Many fairy tales start like that, once upon a time, and end with living happily ever after. And the story this of course is from the Walt Disney movie, and you may have seen the movie or read the book. The story we're going to tell today, our friend Reading Beauty, is a little bit different and a little bit the same. And let's read and find out what's different and what's the same between Reading Beauty and Sleeping Beauty. Reading Beauty is written by Deborah Underwood, and it's illustrated by Meg Hunt and published by Chronicle Books. Looks like there's a lot of books floating around our friend Reading Beauty. Once upon a time, not once upon a time, excuse me, once upon a planetoid, remember this is a little different, surrounded by book lovers, a Princess Lex read morning, noon, and night beneath her covers. So there's our princess, her name is Lex, and she loves to read. Lex's bedroom brimmed with books. She read them at top speed. She even trained her puppy, Prince, to fetch her things to read. There's Prince, he's bringing her more books, so she never runs out. But on her 15th birthday, Lex awoke. Her books were gone. Oh no. She sees there's her cart of books, and the robot is taking them away. Oh dear. She raced to find her parents. Make them stop. What's going on? They answered with a story. Long ago, when you were small, we held a celebration and invited one and all. But while the guests were toasting you, we heard a muffled shout. A fairy burst in furious that she had been left out. How could you not invite me? I must say I'm rather miffed. But wait, we did. Be quiet. Let me give your Lex a gift. Oh dear, there's the evil fairy. What's she gonna give to Lex? Like all you wretched readers, Lex will live for reading. But when she's 15, she'll flip a page and get a paper cut. The paper cut will bring a curse. A death-like sleep will take her. She'll stay that way forever. Only true love's kiss will awake her. Oh my. Oh dear. That's why we hid the books away, her mother said, dejected. For any book could cut you, and you need to be protected. Without its books, their world grew bleak. Consumed by dark and gloom, Lex watched the shadows spreading from the windows in her room. It's all my fault, she said to Prince. I can't let things get worse. I'll fly to find that fairy, then I'll make her break that curse. my, she's going to go find the evil fairy. Prince's nose picked up a scent. Good dog, those books, I need them. We'll bring a bot to pack them up and hold them while I read them. So she's getting one of her robots to get the books and hold the books, so that way she won't get a paper cut. Lex started off with how to fly, then how to find a fairy, and stories gave her courage when the trip got rough and scary. See, she's reading the books, but the robot's holding them for her so she doesn't touch them. Meanwhile, in her fairy lair, the fairy shrieked, "It's Lex! She won't get in. I'll stop her with thorny hedges hex." Oh, she sees her coming, but she's going to do something evil to stop her. A wall of thorns around her home. Nice try, but she can't hide. A garden book helped Lex cook up a homemade herbicide. So she read a book that taught her how to make something that would take away the hedge. The hedge dissolved to shriveled bits, so Lex and Prince could land. The fairy said, "That girl is doomed. I've something special planned." Oh, she sees she's going to get in. What's she going to do now? "I'll tempt her with the thing she loves, a gorgeous poison book entitled How to Lift a Curse, so she'll have to take a look." Oh, she's poisoning a book. Zap zip! A glowing book appeared. Prince sniffed. "What's this?" Lex said. The fairy listened through the door. No sounds. She must be dead. Oh no. Did she touch the book? Let's see. The fairy inched near sleeping Lex to check her now closed eyes. Oh dear, did she touch that poison book? Let's see. But Lex sprang up and grabbed her wand and said, "Hello, surprise! I got quite good at faking sleep when I was just a kid, so I could read past bedtime. Now, about that curse you did." Oh, so she was faking it. Now, what's she going to do about the curse? "That curse will last forever. You will never change my mind." Then Prince nudged Lex's leg and barked. Lex looked. "What did you find?" Prince found something. What did he find in the house? It says, "You are invited to a royal ball to celebrate the birth of Princess Lex." So she was invited. "You were invited to my ball. We thought this didn't reach you." Wait, can it be that you can't read? Don't worry, I will teach you. Me read? In her excitement, the poor fairy didn't think. She touched the book. She turned ghost white and crumpled in a blink. She touched that poison book. Now what's going to happen? "The fairy cursed herself," cried Lex. "We need to help her, quick." Prince ran up and gave the fairy's face a sloppy lick. Oh, he's given her a little doggy kiss. The fairy slowly came to life. "What happened? I'm not dead?" "Oh, Prince loves everyone," Lex shrugged. She smiled and scratched his head. Remember, true love's kiss would wake her up, and Prince, who's more loving than a dog? So he kissed her and woke up the evil fairy. So Lex came home, the books came back, the land was filled with laughter. Oh, she's back, and all her books are coming back. Everyone's pretty happy. Oh, and the fairy found a job, and all read happily ever after. There's our fairy, and she got a job working in the castle library. She's going to be the librarian, I guess. And I guess Lex is teaching her how to read. Isn't that great? Oh, and there's our friend Prince. And all the books he's got stacked up there. So that's the story of Reading Beauty. A little different than Sleeping Beauty, but I think a lot of fun. I've got one more fairy tale book, and it's actually a collection of fairies and princesses, It's called Sleeping Cinderella and Other Princess Mix-Ups. Now, what's mixed up about that? Sleeping Cinderella? We just heard about Sleeping Beauty, not Sleeping Cinderella. Let's see what's going to happen here. And other princess mix-ups. Maybe we'll see some other princesses here too. This story is written by Stephanie Clarkson, and the pictures are drawn by Bridget Barriger, and it's published by Orchard Books. Once upon a time, four fairy tale misses, tired of dwarves and witches and princes and kisses, so bored and fed up and just ready to flop, they upped and left home for a fairy tale swap. Well, there's our princesses. Can you guess who some of them are? Can you guess who it is that has long, really long hair? And who might that be? I don't know. There's one with a crown. This one looks like she's been doing a lot of work cleaning. That might be Cinderella, maybe. Let's see. Enough, cried Snow White, and she threw down her broom. She stared in disgust at the state of the room. Oh my, look at that room, it's a mess. The sink was piled high with cups and with plates, Snow White moaned. I'm so tired of these sloppy housemates. Who are Snow White's housemates? I bet you know. Oh, there's one. Here's one down here. You see any others? Oh, there's one peeking out of the cupboard. There's 3, but I think how many dwarves live with Snow White? Snow White and the 7, right? 7 dwarfs. There's 3 of them. Well, so Snow White walked out. She left her dwarf friends behind, hoping that someplace less messy she would find. She walked and she walked for hour upon hour until in the distance she spied a great tower. There she's leaving her little cottage. In a window up high there appeared a pale face. Hi, Snow White yelled. Is this really your place? Rapunzel called. Yes, but I wish it was not. It's lonely up here. I miss people a lot. There's Rapunzel up in her tower. One room with a view, Snow White cried. Oh, what bliss! I can't think of any home nicer than this. You move in, I'll move out, said the girl with the long hair. You'll be all by yourself, and now you won't have to share. So they're going to trade places. So Rapunzel left Snow and the tower behind, hoping that someplace more lively she'd find. She walked and she walked till she noticed a teen in glass slippers and a gown, royal as a queen. So we've got Snow White and Rapunzel, and who is this? All in her gown with glass slippers? Hey, said Rapunzel, you're off somewhere fun. I'm loving those shoes and that coach built for one. There's her little coach, right? My godmother's sending me off to a ball. Oh, yawned the girl. But I just can't be bothered at all. She doesn't want to go to the ball. I've been slaving for weeks. My name's Cinderella. I want a night's sleep, not to dance with some fella. I see, said Rapunzel. There's no need to stress. I'll go in your place if you just change your dress. So Rapunzel's going to go to the ball, and Cinderella, where's she going? So Cinderella left Rapunzel behind, hoping that someplace more restful she'd find. She walked and she walked till thorns ripped her coat. Then all of a sudden, she spotted a moat. So now she's at a castle. There's a moat around the castle. In the castle, a maiden with a crown on her head slept on the comfiest, springiest bed. Cinderella leaned over, but whoops, down she fell, and her lips brushed the girl, who awoke with a yell. So she leaned over to see who was there, and accidentally sort of gave her a kiss. "Sorry," cried Cinderella, "what poor form! But I badly need sleep, and your bed looks so warm." "No worries," said Beauty. "I've no time to lose. I'm sleeping no longer, so please take a snooze." So she's going to let Cinderella get a nap because Cinderella's so tired. And of course, that was Sleeping Beauty. And off she goes. So Beauty was glad to leave the girl reclined, hoping that someplace more thrilling she'd find. She walked till a house in a clearing she spied, with 2 smoking chimneys and a door open wide. Do you remember this little house in the woods that she's going to? Creeping inside, Beauty felt her heart flutter. She saw several dwarfs trapped beneath piles of clutter. "Gracious," said Beauty, "shall I help with that? I long to be busy, to work and to chat." Just what she's looking for, right? Somewhere where she could get busy. She's tired of all that sleeping and somebody to talk to. But sooner, not later, real problems took place. Beauty cried, "Someone keeps shoving food in my face. I'm not keen on apples from people in hoods, but grandma keeps trying to give me her goods." Oh dear, you know who that evil granny is? That's an evil fairy, wants her to eat a poison apple. But she didn't. Back home, Beauty found Cinderella dismayed. "Your prince friend just kissed me awake, I'm afraid." Oh, she's trying to sleep, and the prince came and gave her a kiss like he does for Sleeping Beauty, and he woke her up. "I'm sorry to say, but he's rather a flirt. Plus, this spinning wheel's sharp. Someone's going to get hurt." It's a spinning wheel, Sleeping Beauty's. Cinderella ran home uphill and down slope and found Rapunzel at the end of her rope. "I've lost a glass shoe, and your sisters are rude. I was riding in style till your coach turned to food." The coach turned back into a pumpkin, right? Then in pain, Rapunzel limped off to her tower to soak her tired feet and to take a hot shower. Snow White was still there, but as bored as could be. She said, "Phew, am I glad that you're home finally." Who is that? Let's see. "I'm missing my dwarves. I'm forlorn and bereft, sorry. Plus, you didn't mention a witch when you left. She's possessive and clingy, too needy, I find. I can't wait to leave here. I hope you don't mind." So the witch that kept Rapunzel in the tower is now making Snow White stay there. But Snow White went back home. And back home, at last, each girl called a meeting. Snow White sat her dwarves down on their miniature seating. She said, "Cleaning for 7 is leaving me sore. We'll get along fine if we each have a chore." So there's the 7 dwarfs. Are they all there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I think there's one here. 7. Yes, he's got the vacuum cleaner. And everybody has a job to do. She made a list. She's got sweep, vacuum, do the dishes, mop, scrub, polish, laundry, windows, water plants. Keep all of them busy. Rapunzel explained to her witch that she'd like 1-day trip together a week for a hike. So she needs to get out of that tower at least once a week and go for a hike with the witch. And Cinderella went off to college instead. She met a regular guy, less well off, but well read. So he wasn't a prince, but he was smart. "I'm so over spinning," poor Beauty decreed. "From now on, I'll knit stuff, and then I won't bleed." So with knitting needles, they're not sharp like other needles. So she can knit and not have to worry about pricking her finger. And so by talking things through and her problems amending, each girl truly made her own fairy tale ending. And there they all are. Snow White's back with the dwarves. And there's our Rapunzel with her hiking boots on so she can go hiking once in a while. Sleeping Beauty is knitting now. And our friend Cinderella went to college and got smart. And that's the story of Sleeping Cinderella and Other Princess Mix-Ups. Kind of a fun fairy tale that combined a bunch of our fairy tales that we know. So I hope you enjoyed that. And February 26th is Tell a Fairy Tale Day, but every day could be Tell a Fairy Tale Day. And if you want to borrow any of these fairy tales, come on down to the Oosterhout Free Library. We've got so many books you can borrow. Lots and lots of fairy tales, all different kinds. So come check it out. I'm going to go back into my tower. I'll see you later. Bye. Thanks for listening.